Topping the news tonight, there is an increase in persons registering to vote in the upcoming West, Grand Bahama and Bimini by-election. The constituency left vacant following the untimely death of the late Minister of Social Services, Broadcasting, Information and Member of Parliament for the area. While a writ for the nomination date for the upcoming by-election has yet to be filed, the Administrator for West, Grand Bahama, Leonard Dames Jr. says those who are eligible are registering to vote, as he urges those who have yet to do so to visit the various registration centers. Jolanda Thompson-Everest joins us live tonight with more. Jolanda.
Romiko, as we await the nomination date for the by-election in West, Grand Bahama and Bimini to be announced by the Governor General, registration process for voters is now open. Today we witnessed many persons, particularly young people, getting registered for the upcoming by-election in West, Grand Bahama. We spoke with Administrator Leonard Dames Jr., who confirmed that the local office has been busy all day, adding that he and his team are working tirelessly to prepare more applications for those who are ready to vote.
I must say that up to the date, we would have started the registration process about a week but 2 weeks now, and up to the date we have at least about 100 different transactions, and the majority of them will be persons who register for the first time, at least about 60. We would have about 24 persons who would have transferred, and also about 20 persons who would have their voters card replaced for whatever reason. So once we feel comfortable that those persons were entitled, that we allow them to be a part of this process.
Dames Jr. continues that the process is going very well and that the registrants are cooperating to ensure a smooth voting process. But eligible voters should note that once a writ has been made, registration will temporarily be suspended.
Persons who would have registered the day before on the announcement, before we close our normal hours, they would be included in the current register. But persons who would have registered that day leading up to it, we would have to include them when we resume registration after the election. So that's basically how it works. Then that the announcement will be made for the nomination and for the election process, and then we would start preparing for the election.
The West Grand Bahama Administrator also stating that the register will periodically read names of persons who can no longer vote, and they will be removed from the system.
National Insurance, they are expected to give statistical information to the department so as to take off the persons who die. The morticians at the funeral home, they are required to also submit information to the department so that they could clean up the register. Then the Department of Correction, BDOC, they too are required to present information because persons who are incarcerated, they cannot vote.
Now, Dames concludes that officials will be on the grounds visiting homes to verify that persons are indeed registered. He also explains that once the nomination date has been set and candidates for the constituency has been selected and verified for their seat, the work begins. After a date is announced, poll workers will begin training to cover 10 polling stations in West Grand Bahama and 4 in Bimini. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Back to you, Romiko.